Hey, what's up? Ian here, and this is the Tanchjim Zero Ultima. It is an ultra budget single dynamic driver IM, priced at only 16 US dollars, and it features Tanchjim DMT4 Ultra driver, boasting a total harmonic distortion of less than 0.05%. At 1 kilohertz, 94 dB SPL, and it comes in two flavors. One in 3.5 millimeters headphone jack, which I have right here, and the other is the USB-C DSP version. And you can find these on Hi-Fi Go's website. So if you want to find out more, do check out Hi-Fi Go's unaffiliated link down in the description below. Alright, so let's begin my thoughts and opinions. First with the accessories, this is the packaging that it comes in. Inside you'll find the user guide and also a drawstring pouch to put your IEM in, and two types of ear tips. One is the normal bore and the other is a wider bore. So the normal bore is more for balance sound, the wider one is more for treble and more airiness. So it depends on your listening preference. You know, for a sub $20 IEM, the inclusion of all these things, the carrying pouch, the ear tips, is really commendable. Now for the cable, right, is non-detachable, as you can see, but it feels durable, and it also includes an inline microphone and also this functional play pause button. Now let's talk about the design and build quality. It's made from plastic, but it feels, you know, it feels quite solid, sturdy, but it's very light. The design is very minimalistic, and while the non-detachable cable might be a drawback for some, anyway, for $16 I think it's quite acceptable. Now let's talk about the fit and comfort. The fit is a little bit shallow due to its large nozzle here, and positioning the IEMs between the traditional in-ears and flat ears. This is more like a bullet style kind of IEM. So you might want to change around your ear tips, you know, to find the comfortable point for you to fit this onto your ears. But once it's fitted, they will remain very comfortable in your ears for extended listening sessions. Now let's talk about technical performance. First, let's talk about the soundstage. It's intimate, right? Kind of small room with a slight width to the side, but it's quite limited in terms of the height and the depth. It creates like a in-your-head kind of a listening experience, which might not appeal to those who are looking for a more expensive and wider soundstage. Imaging is kind of average. Instruments are placed adequately, but it lacks precision in the separation. The warmth in the tuning contributes to less defined spatial presentation. As for detail retrieval and resolution, it's decent with vocals and primary instruments presented clearly. However, micro details and background elements are a little bit subdued, you know, aligning to its smooth and non-fatiguing tuning. Alright, now let's talk about the tone and timbre of the Zero Ultima. It gives a warm and neutral type of tonality with a focus on natural timbre. Now, vocals are the highlight, rendered with a creamy and a very organic quality to the tonality, and the overall presentation of the tone is very smooth, and it avoids harshness or any sibilance, making it suitable for long listening sessions. Alright, so let's move on to the sound signature. I'll post my graph somewhere up here. Now for the sub bass, it's a little bit rolled off, giving minimal rumble, and it lacks the depth and extension found in more bass focused IEMs. But you can rest assured that the bass here is there, it is sufficient, but it's not the main star of the show here. Now the mid bass is also quite gentle. The punch is sufficient for genres that don't really rely heavily on the bass impact. But you know, if you want more bass, I think this won't be the IEM for you. This is more for clarity, more for mids. so it maintains the clarity without bleeding into the mids. As for the mids, it's the star of the show, especially for vocals. They are very forward and very engaging with a natural warmth that enhances the male and female vocals alike. Now, instruments like saxophones and strings also benefit from this tuning. The mid-range is very clean and very clear. Now, peanut gain, there is a slight emphasis for the upper mids, so this will enhance the vocal presence, but at the same time without introducing the harshness, so it's a little bit energetic. Now, in terms of treble, treble is smooth and is non-fatiguing, though it lacks a bit of sparkle and the air, so you can see it's a little bit laid back. High frequency details are present, but it's a little bit subdued, and making it suitable for maybe treble sensitive listeners. Alright, so that's the overall sound signature. Let me compare this with some other IEMs. First, the SimGod EW200. Now, the EW200 offers a more technical and brighter sound with a little bit better extensions in both bass and the treble. It also provides a wider soundstage and a more precise imaging compared to the Zero Ultima. But then again, it can be fatiguing over long listening sessions. The Zero Ultima, in contrast, is smoother and is more relaxed, and it focuses on vocal presentation. And comparing to the Tanchjim Zero, the One delivers a more V-shaped tuned sound signature with enhanced bass and treble energy. It also offers a bit more dynamic and fun listening experience, but at the cost of refinement. So it's not as resolute as the Zero Ultima, and the Zero Ultima is more balanced and more mature in terms of the overall tuning, which can cater to those who prefer a more laid-back sound. Alright, so let's conclude my overall thoughts and opinions about this Tanchjim Zero Ultima. It stands out in the ultra budget category with its focus on natural timbre and vocal-centric tuning. While it doesn't offer the most widest soundstage or the deepest bass, its smooth and non-fatiguing presentation makes it a solid choice for listeners who prioritize vocals and a relaxed listening experience. So at $16, it offers excellent value for those seeking a mature and refined sound signature. So that's it for now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.